If you receive Social Security and you handle your benefits through a local office, there is an important service change taking effect on March 7th that could affect how you schedule appointments and how your case is processed. In this update, I'll explain what is changing, who it affects, how the new system works, and what you should do now to avoid delays or confusion. Here is the core update. Beginning March 7, the Social Security Administration is moving from a primarily local office model to a more centralized national processing system. This does not change your benefit amount. It does not change eligibility rules, but it does change how appointments are scheduled and how your paperwork may be handled behind the scenes. Under the current system, most people work directly with their nearest field office. Your appointment availability depends on that office's staffing levels and workload. If you live in an area with a large retiree population, you may already be familiar with long hold times and limited in-person availability. In smaller areas, service may have felt quicker and more personal. Starting March 7th, two major operational changes are expected to take place. First, there will be a national appointment scheduling system. Instead of being limited strictly to your local office's calendar, appointments may be scheduled based on national availability. In practical terms, that means the first available representative could be located in another state. If that happens, your appointment would typically be handled by phone or virtually. In-person visits will still exist, but the system is clearly shifting toward remote service whenever possible. Second, a national workload management system will allow cases to be assigned across the country. Your retirement claim, disability paperwork, or appeal could be reviewed by a qualified employee outside your local region if capacity is available there. The goal, according to officials, is to balance workloads and reduce backlogs in heavily burdened offices. So, who does this affect? This change primarily impacts anyone who needs to schedule an appointment, file a new claim, correct a record, or follow up on an existing case. If you rarely contact Social Security and your benefits are already established, you may not notice an immediate difference. But if you anticipate needing assistance this year, this new structure could affect how quickly you receive service. There are potential advantages. In high-demand areas, a national system could shorten wait times for phone or virtual appointments. Instead of waiting weeks for a local opening, you may connect sooner with the next available trained employee nationwide. That could mean faster processing during peak filing periods. However, there are also concerns to understand. For seniors who strongly prefer face-to-face meetings, this shift toward digital and phone-based service may feel less personal. Access to reliable internet, comfort with online systems, and confidence managing secure accounts will play a larger role than before. The experience may feel different, even if the underlying program remains the same. It is also possible that offices that previously had shorter wait times could see some adjustment as workload is redistributed nationally. The intention is balance, but transitions can take time to stabilize. What is not changing is very important. Your monthly Social Security benefit is not being reduced because of this update. Eligibility rules for retirement, disability, and survivor benefits remain governed by law. Field offices are not disappearing altogether. This is an operational restructuring, not a benefit cut. So, what should you do before March 7? First, if you do not already have a My Social Security account, consider creating one. Online access will likely become the fastest way to view your records and schedule appointments under the new system. Even if you prefer speaking with someone directly, having account access gives you more control. Second, if you know you need an in-person appointment soon, you may want to schedule earlier rather than waiting until after the transition. Availability patterns could shift during the early rollout period. Third, begin documenting every interaction carefully. Write down the date, time, representative's name, and any reference numbers. Under a national system, different representatives may handle different parts of your case. Clear records can help if you need follow-up clarification. And finally, be cautious about scams. Operational changes sometimes create confusion, and scammers may attempt to take advantage of that. Social Security will not call unexpectedly to ask for sensitive personal information to activate a new system. If you receive suspicious calls or emails, pause and verify directly through official channels. Stepping back, this change reflects a broader reality. The Social Security Administration is operating under significant staffing pressure while serving a growing number of beneficiaries. Centralizing scheduling and distributing workloads nationwide is an attempt to manage that strain more efficiently. Some retirees may experience faster service, others may need time to adjust to more remote interactions. The difference between frustration and confidence will likely come down to preparation. As March 7 approaches, remember what this is and what it is not. It is not a reduction in your benefit. It is not a rewrite of eligibility. It is a shift in how appointments are scheduled and how cases are processed. If you prepare now, set up your account, verify your contact information, and understand how the system will operate, you place yourself in a stronger position. Change in large systems can feel unsettling, but when you stay informed and take small proactive steps, you maintain control over how it affects you. And when it comes to something as important as Social Security, steady preparation is always the best approach.